What up, Mackids and Maniacs? What's going on with y'all this weekend? What is going on? First off, my condolences to the New York Yankees today. How do you lose to the Baltimore Orioles? And you guys was up 3 runs. But anyway, you know the Dodgers are still winning. You know we still on another win streak. You know how we get out. The hated Giants just cannot beat us for some reason. They are horrible. All them years of beating us, like, now they can't even beat us at all, right? But what up, though, y'all? Hopefully y'all had a good Friday and a good Saturday. I know those on the East Coast is past midnight. I thank you for tuning in. Just came on, man, to see what y'all talking about. Y'all always put me up on stuff, so I thought, you know, y'all might school me on some shit today. Southside Compton, what up, homeboy? JR from the Bay. What's up, JR? It's cracking with you, homeboy. Spooked by the door. What's happening? I need my glasses on. It's all right. It's worth watching, Kev Mac. What's worth watching? The Giants lose or KM Video live streams after midnight? Big Lee. What's up, homeboy? Carl Wade, Midwest, Eric. Good looking out, Eric. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate that, brother. But what y'all want to talk about, man? No, these headphones are old, man. I used to wear them all the time until I got used to not wearing them. But no, they're not though. But what's going on, y'all? Anybody want to come on with me? Anybody want to ask me some questions? Anybody got some hot topics they want to talk about? Lady A. After midnight on the East Coast. Virginia in the house. What up, Lady A? Being on the East Coast, tapping in. All right, that's cool. Like I said, shout out to those on the East Coast tapping in after midnight. I know you got better things to do, right? Or is this heat? I know it's muggy out there in New York, in the Bronx especially. So y'all probably up anyway, right? Man, the Dodgers are going. That's what they're doing. They are going. Salute, Kev. I just watched that Graveyard. D-Lo, that's the homie. Oh, yeah, you know D-Lo. Yeah, I apologize for the win, man, but like I explained yesterday, when people invite us to their community, man, and want to go to certain spots, it's not always the best spot for the microphone or the camera, you know, but there are people out there that like the authenticity. They want to see the background. They want to see what type of people are in the community, you know what I'm saying? And then you're at a goddamn park. Don't you expect kids to be at a goddamn park? Where do you think the kids are at? That's what kids go to play, man. That's what parks are really for, man. But yeah, man. But I apologize on that win. I just purchased a little a trial version of some software to help get rid of some of that noise. But so far, I haven't been able to get it to work. I don't know how to use the shit. You know what I mean? Like I said, I ain't no professional in this shit. Ain't nobody taught me none of this shit. So I just do what I can, man. I'm not trying to do nothing extra. I'm not trying to be no professional. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be regular ass Kev Mac. Kids be in the house nowadays, not little white kids. You heard all them little white kids screaming. Same thing when we did that one with Reggie. Remember the little white baby was screaming at the top of the baby's lungs. I mean, that just happens, man. You know, now in the black neighborhoods, they may be in the house because nobody wants their kid to go get kidnapped, beat up, slapped up, punked, lunch money taken, Jordan snatched off of them, right? Just saying, man. But nevertheless, man, so you know D-Lo, yeah, D-Lo seems cool. I had a few people reach out to me. Everybody got good things to say about him, so that's a great thing, you know. It's always good when somebody ain't like smut ain't the first thing somebody reaches out and tell you about a person, right? But one thing somebody in the comments section mentioned, and then the homie S-Mac brought to my attention, is the Bayfront Crips. Remember, Cisco in the Venice Shorelines, he said before there was Graveyard, there was Bayfront Crips. So D-Lo obviously didn't know that, or he forgot. But apparently he didn't know, because he said, they didn't say cuz, and dudes used to be yelling Venice. They didn't know if they was in Santa Monica or Venice, right? So he talks about that in part two. Part two is going to be like your average street TV / Vlad TV video. You know, since y'all like them 5-minute videos. Part two is going to be like a 5-minute video for y'all, right? Well, he's going to lead off into that, right? Bayside. Was it Bayside? Because he said Bayfront. Or was that TMC? TMC, what's up, man? Big Kev Mac, shout out to Max and Cats from the over here. That's what's up, man. TMC, good looking out, bro. Flea, what's happening, homeboy? Yo, Kev, get a what? Get a pie face story? Oh, do I got a pie face story? No, I don't have no pie face story. Mumpy, I'm sure Mumpy got plenty, right? Oh, my sister in NYC said it was 104 out there. Yeah, it figures. And it feels more than 104 out there because it's so muggy, right? I tell you, man, I went to New York, and I don't know what level floor I was on, but you spit out the window or you spit out a balcony, the spit disappears before it hits the ground, man. It's just crazy, right? Throw a little small cup of water out, and you just watch the water just disappear. Don't even hit the ground, right? That's how muggy it be out there. I mean, coming from California, I'm not used to that type of shit. That might be some normal shit. I don't know, but we don't experience that in California. Okay, Ingles. I appreciate you and that comment about digging the platform. Appreciate it. Are you new here? You just got hip to the platform? What's going on? Shaniqua, there go. I'm not even gonna dish you. I was about to dish you, but there go our homegirl, her and Monique Hill in the building. Where y'all coming from? Like, y'all came in at the same damn time. Check this out, Shaniqua. I cannot catch your girl. Every time your girl go live, soon as she go live, I be in a hurry to say, hey, baby, Shaniqua gonna hook us up. And she be playing. She ends her live. I'm like, that little short Bay Area beat, right? I'd be like, damn, girl. You gotta let me get this message to you every time you go live, because one day Shaniqua gonna make that shit happen. And you're gonna be thinking Shaniqua like, ooh, girl, where this man been all my life? Triple Tat, good looking out, Triple Tat. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, we talking about Keisha Cole, right? I just walk in the building. Hey, Niiiitt, Shaniqua, did you hear my live when I said I was watching The Price is Right? And there was a broad named Shaniqua on there, right? You ain't got nothing to do with that. Stop it. You just don't want it to go bad, and then she be blaming your ass, right? But I was watching The Price is Right last week, and there was a girl named Shaniqua on there, and I ran to the TV to see if it was you. I'm like, is that my Shaniqua? Is that ghetto-ass Shaniqua? Because I wanted to see how ghetto you was going to be on national TV. Like, I know she going to pop her collar and talk that Bay Area shit. I'm like, I got to see my girl, right? And I'm ready to pull for you and shit. I get over there, toe up ass Shaniqua. I'm like, ghetto name, just like Shaniqua, town business, right? But yeah, man, that tripped me out. Kev, we need those OG cutes and Tookie pictures ASAP. See, y'all always jump into conclusions. Y'all just always add something extra. Like, your imaginations is always going overboard. There are no Tookie pictures. There's no Cutes and Tookie picture. There's a picture with Cutes. I mean, Cutes ain't even in the damn picture. It's Rusty and like 5 other cats back in the day. Mouse is on there, Chucky Madison, their cousins on there, and like 3 other cats. But you're right. I forgot to get that picture ready because I'll be doing so much other shit. I'm working on this hard ass Santa Monica graveyard. The wind just killed the whole interview to me. It's like, it's so annoying trying to edit it, trying to take the wind out when I can. You know what I mean? But I'll get that picture up. I'll get it up. Thanks for reminding me. But ain't no Tookie, brother. Just stop putting Tookie in everything. Like, now there was other Crips other than Tookie back in the 70s, all right? But Tookie's not in these pictures. Big Al, Farmer Al. There's some pictures of Farmer Al. He said, please, we don't have them. What can I do? You might want to contact Donald Archie or somebody, Melvin Farmer or Bonnie Williams, or one of Tookie's sons or something, right? You got any baseball photos with any homies? A couple, a few. It would be so hard to dig them out. In fact, they're more than likely, man, I don't even think I ever developed them. You know, we stopped developing pictures. You just take pictures and put it on a hard drive, never look at this shit again. I got some out, but I promise you I won't be able to find them no time soon. That's just too hard to find. Sir Uncle Buck, what's up, man? I got your Instagram post, man. I got your Instagram page. Wisdom, understanding, all being born, and powerful refinement. That sound cool, man. Where you get that from? What book you get that out of, nigga? I know you ain't came up with no shit like that, nigga, unless you on PCP tonight. McMullen, Trade 57. Good looking out, bro. He OG cartoon on. I don't know what you're trying to say. Cartoons on his channel right now, or are you saying get him on? Oh, get him on. Cartoon probably sleep, man. He down south, man. I think he on that 3-hour time zone. It's like 1:30 where Cartoon is at, bro. Wife probably get mad. I call over there this little time of night. 5%er. Who's a 5%er, Jerry Allen? Tell baby Crazo, Mac here is looking for him. Well, if Crazo still watches, Crazo will know. Stan the man. Mac, the GOAT of the content. Really? I don't know about that, man. Vlad is so way more professional, right? Like, one thing about Vlad, you're going to get some good footage and some clear sound. And you're going to get a video every day. Kev. It's 1:30 Eastern. That's what I'm saying, bro. What's happening with you, Brandon? Kind of look like Digital West, man. I dig that mural behind you, Kev. That's real. Good looking out, Monique. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. I can't believe y'all don't want to talk about that. Nobody want to come on with me. Man, y'all ain't right, man. Let me put my glasses on. Vlad ain't the homie from our culture. That's what I'm talking about. Give it up for me one time, brother. That's what I'm saying. Vlad asked the wrong questions. A lot of people say that. You know, I left a comment. I think I mentioned this once before on live. I left a comment on Vlad TV when he interviewed Big U. I'm like giving this dude all these props, right? But I say, I'm talking about how great the video is, the clarity, the right person, sounds good. But then all of a sudden you can tell the interviewer doesn't know what he's talking about. He don't know what questions to ask. And that's where the interview went bad. He lost me. Do you know 2 things? A whole bunch of people jumped in my thread, like talking shit, like, why do you come over here and why you hating and all that? But the second thing is so funny because I had so many likes. I had thousands of likes, man. I was like, what the hell is going on here? But obviously, we agree with you, bro. We agree with you, Ingles. Yeah, a lot of people call him a culture vulture, man. It is what it is. I mean, if people gonna go to him, shit, what do you call that? Y'all gotta come up with a new name besides culture vulture. Come up with a name for the people that run over there, right? Dang, Monique, you cussing? Like, ooh, man, your lips too pretty to be cussing, man. I bet when you cuss, boy, that's so sexy. I would come on with you, but I look like 1:30 in the morning right now. But don't worry about it. What up, Kev Mac Cold Storm? What up? What up? What up? Good evening to all Black Warrior spirits in that mode. Good evening to all the lovely ladies in the KMB chat. For sure. Vlad disrespected Monster and the Minister Farrakhan. He always makes fun of the working man. He's the white Charleston White. Yeah, I guess, man. I mean, that's how y'all feel? Like, y'all really feel like that? That's what I'm saying. What has Vlad done wrong, Go Young DJ? Well, actually, they told you what he did wrong. He doesn't know what questions to ask. I mean, there's people with more things to say than that, but I'm just saying. I saw his interview with LA Chat from the 3-6 Mafia, and she checked him real good because he kept asking about negative stuff she was involved in. That's what he do. That's what most European or whatever, you know, I can't call him that J word. I call him that J word, YouTube be up my ass, right? But you know, that's what they do. They can't help it. I don't even think it's on purpose. I don't think it's racist. I don't think they're, or I should say, I don't think it's conscious racism. I think they just ask them dumb questions because they're not part of culture. And this is how they're looking at us. And so they want to know, why are you so stupid? Why are you so ignorant? Why do you do dumb things? Why do you do shit that me and my people don't do? Why do you do shit that we didn't grow up doing in my house? Right? So I think that's what it is. I think it's unconscious racism, man. Really. I think this is really coming from the gut when they ask these questions. And they do that all the time. You know, like I said, you got Donald Trump, you got George Bush, and then you got Floyd Mayweather. Who do they attack all the time? It's Floyd Mayweather. Remember when Floyd was in the ring? Floyd was like talking shit. I forget the old man's name, the ring announcer. He was on his head. You know, it happens all the time when you're watching a football game. They talk about how white quarterbacks are cerebral, how they're smart. They talk about how the black quarterback, you know, they talk bad about the black quarterback, but in their defense, I often agree about the black quarterbacks and black pitchers. But if you just listen, if you take all biases out of it and just listen to the tone of voice and the words, the verbiage that they use, you will peep that out. I mean, that's old. Like, it's so common. Larry Merchant. Okay, thank you, God. But yeah, man, it ain't just Vlad, though. Just keep it 100. It's not just Vlad. That's how some people get out that aren't from our culture. Let me see. Go Young DJ loves the underdogs. He tries to get the history. If he's talking to a criminal, what else is he going to ask? Well, that's like, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't ask Keith Kloss everything about basketball, right? Of course, you would ask him basketball questions. But I mean, I guess if he invited you to come on as a criminal, I guess then that's all right. But if you're a criminal and you don't want to be asked about criminal things, why do you go on a platform like that? Kev, do Lil Fee hear about your interviews? What does he feel about it? What did he feel about Monster interviews? I haven't spoken to Lil Fee in years. I don't know how he feels about the Monster interviews. I'm not even going to guess publicly how he feels about the Monster interviews. Yes, he is aware of the interviews. I used to send him the magazine all the time, and he used to give me pointers and try to make sure my game was tight. Um, he gave me some good advice that I didn't follow, but he gave me some absolute great advice. You know what I mean? One being, he told me to study my rivals, study whoever is the competition. I don't do that though. I don't have time to study somebody else. You know what I mean? Uh, I like to play spades on my phone, drink water, and lay on the bed and play with myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for all that shit. But do you have a story on Feet and what he really liked? The only story I have on Lil Feet is the fact that he is smart as hell. He could be a scholar. He could be a professor at any university in the United States. Thank you, Monique. I agree. But the thing is, Lil Feet is very solid in his thoughts. And, I remember he told me one time, he said he didn't want a TV. I don't want no TV. What am I gonna have a TV for? Like, I don't want nothing that the establishment can take away, and then I'll be missing the shit, right? I thought that was very strong right there. Like, if I could have a TV, nigga, I want a TV. But he ain't like that. But a hoodie from the hood, you know what I'm saying? But here go the thing about Lil Fee. Lil Fee does not want to be mentioned. Lil Fee is not looking for publicity. Lil Fee is not looking to please people that want to hear his story. Lil Fee wants to stay out of the public eye and mind his own business. Lil Fee would appreciate it if people quit talking about him and try to do stories on him and let him do him, right? And so that's why I don't talk about Lil Fee on here. And unless he changes his mindset and reaches out to me and tell me that, then, I'm going to respect his wishes. Y'all just don't have no experience dealing with white folks. Is that what it is, Terrell Brown? I mean, no white teachers, no white police pulling you over, no white people at the unemployment office, no white people at the doctor's office. What? Al Prophet wrong for doing that feed video. I mean, I didn't see it, but I believe it was more than one person. I believe at least 3 people did something on Lil Feed, but Gerald Brown said, y'all don't have no experience dealing with white folks. Like, how can you not deal with white folks in this world, in this society? We should all respect that get down, Kev. I mean, we should, for real. But we should also understand that everybody hasn't talking to Lil Feet and understand how he feels and what his wishes are. But being a homeboy, and because he told me over the phone, then I'm a damn sure respect. Hey man, if you say Al Prophet's documentaries are low budget, I can imagine how you feel about some of the KM video interviews. Stan, what's up, homeboy? What you doing up this late, man? You ain't got no business to tend to, man. Robert Lee says, hi, Kevmac. Hi, Robert. Everything okay, sir? Ingalls, and whose job is it to answer or not answer the question? Are those not valid questions? I'm under the impression, and I could be wrong, I'm just under the impression that some individuals are paid for these interviews, and therefore there's a contractual, how you say it, there's a contract, right? And in order for you to receive X amount of dollars, you must answer these questions. If you don't answer these questions, then you will not get paid. At which point now you done wasted your time, and the man already got some of this shit on film already because you already signed the papers. You feel me? So, Yeah, that's kind of what I was told by different people, but I don't know. But if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. If somebody's gonna ask antagonizing questions and demeaning questions and expect you to answer them, it's a reason why they expect those questions to be answered. I don't know, bro, because if he pay you before you come in, now I mean you may have some information I don't. You may be privy to some things that I'm not. But if somebody pay you before you come in, I mean you dealing with niggas. What did you just say a little while ago? Criminals. Why are these Negroes and criminals accepting money before they come in? And why is Vlad trusting these criminals with his money? So I don't know, bro. I don't know. And you know Vlad's part Jewish, right? Vlad ain't finna be that dumb and that stupid, man. Vlad gonna make you sign something, bro. In fact, I have information that go against what you just said, right? I'm not gonna say the person's name, but there's one particular guy who he wanted to come onto his show one Christmas, and he didn't want to pay him, right? And I told him, man, I mean, you want to go on there, tell him to pay you, man. Tell Vlad to pay. He pay other people. Go get paid. And Vlad didn't want to give up too much money, right? And so dude was willing to accept a low amount of money. And Vlad said, or maybe I shouldn't say what Vlad said, but it does not coincide with what you're saying. Absolutely the total opposite of what you just said, young DJ. Dude wasn't getting no money until after he came in, and after the interview, he was to receive an envelope with money in it. I didn't say everybody get paid. Notice I said some individuals, right? Particular individuals. I didn't say everybody. I didn't say pay everybody. I never said that, unless you're talking to somebody in the comment section. But I'm talking about the guy that he was paying to come on during Christmas, right? I'm speaking on what I know, not what I heard. Interviews and documentaries are two totally different things. And why do you say that, bro? See what Boulevard said? So Boulevard is also not agreeing with you. He's saying that Vlad said this, right? But you know, I got a little something to say, though. I got just a little itty bitty something to say. And I don't want to piss nobody off. I don't want to separate us or make nobody upset. But in a lot of raps, a lot of rhymes, dude's been telling for years. Dude's been telling about stash spots in the car, talking about crack. I'm talking about early 90s, if not late 80s. They've been telling. You know what I'm saying? Throw some names out there in these raps, real names of real reputables. You know what I'm saying? Talk about shooting, shootouts, drive-by, all kind of stuff. So really, I don't understand when people say that somebody comes up on one of these type of platforms and they're snitching. Like I've seen some, not many, but people come on certain videos and leave a comment and say, this fool telling, this fool's a rat. He's doing too much talking. But I mean, damn, he ain't saying nothing more that what was on, what was that Ice Cube album? America's Most Wanted, right? Yeah, man, we know. You know, I mean, you guys don't have to keep addressing that. Everybody's addressing the same thing. We know. It's just if somebody is pro whoever, then they're gonna have their take and they're gonna believe what they want to believe. No matter what we believe or what we know, they're gonna still push the narrative that they want to push, even if it goes against logic. Because answer me this: with the way things are going in LA right now, Not only the fires, but the surging rise of blatant disrespect of the dead in the city. Do you see an end to the violence? Big cuz, because you look bigger than me, or I should call you young cuz. A young cuz, I don't see the correlation between surging fires and blatant disrespect of dead homies in the city. And violence. If anything, that should make the violence go up. The blatant disrespect of dead homies in the city should make the violence go up, right? Then people will stop disrespecting the dead homies, right? But no, I don't see the violence going down. I wrote an article a long time ago, man, probably 17 years ago, about how my personal opinion is the violence will not stop until the black population is so small that we're forced to come together and love each other. As long as we still got so many mixed up black people in different spots, there's so much hatred, there's so much violence, there's so much pain, there's so much suffering, there's so much poverty that we're not going to all be on one accord. We're not going to love each other and sing kumbaya and hold hands going to the liquor store. Slick, what up, homeboy? Man, you got to get that ABD shit up out of there, man. You got a Mexican homeboy from ABC, homie. Like, you gotta put the C up in your ABDs, homie. If it will get him a lot of views, he will pay, so he spends on the individual. I mean, why not? You see how many views he get and how many subscribers he got? Yeah, I mean, that's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? You can't say rappers did when banging on wax was a bigger. You can't say rappers did when banging on implant. I don't know, Gilbert Wainwright. I mean, it's a great idea. It's a great effort. Like, I love the way Cutes is always talking to the youth. I love the way Cutes tries to tell people what he been through and why you shouldn't go through it, and try to talk to the parents of some of these troubled kids. But it's not going to stop overnight, bro. It's not going to stop in 5 years or even 10. But leadership is cool, but and we got a lot of people with leadership qualities, but at the same time, when people start checking your paperwork, and when people don't think that they have a connection to you, I don't see it working personally. I mean, in my experience, like I've had teachers, right? I've had teachers that try to teach whatever it is, math, English, history, whatever, government, right? Auto mechanics, different electives. And I'm sorry, bro, some of that shit just don't work for me. But then you get that cool, and I don't care if he's an old white dude with gray hair or white hair, right? Bald head looking like Bozo the Clown. If he come up in there and he's joking and he's bagging with you, now all of a sudden the tables turn. Now when he's telling me how to saw some wood or sand some wood, I'm listening because I'm like, this funny motherfucker, and I don't feel pressured and feel beneath him. I feel like he's actually trying to teach, right? But I don't want no motherfucker that's just giving me some paperwork or a book. You know what I'm saying? Saying read this and, do your homework. No. I don't feel no connection to you. Any luck on interviewing the Swans? I haven't tried lately, so no new updates on the Swans. Who's not fixing to interview who, Western Ave? I missed it. It's like, what you doing with the milk cartons, man? You probably in the back milking them cows. You got your own milk back there. You got your eggs, right? You got pigeon eggs. You got chicken eggs. What other eggs you got in that backyard, nigga? Matter of fact, you got any rabbits out there? Can we go hunting in your backyard with rifles and shoot some rabbits and shit? I need a lucky rabbit for it. Damn, Western Ave. I mean, you just gonna put that out there like you speak for me, like you a spokesperson for K videos or something. Do I know anyone from Stockton? Probably not anymore. I think they all probably passed. You know what I'm saying? Kev, any luck on interviewing any OG B&Gs? Actually, one, but his time and my time didn't coincide, and so the interview didn't happen. So maybe next time, maybe not. You are trying, and then he don't want to talk about V&G, right? He want to talk about other things. You know what I'm saying? See, now you got what you got now. You got some of the more intelligent, more mature, older dudes that want to get some of the spotlight, but they don't want to cover the violence and the gang shit. They want to either talk about hustling or what they're doing in their life now, or how can we save the kids. So you gotta keep that in mind too. Everybody, no matter where you're from, don't necessarily want to come talk that shit. So that might be for another platform, because you know Kev not gonna let you say whatever you want to say, but we want to know about some history, and we want to know some of the reasons why you're significant to the culture over here at kevmacvideos. Any other bangers that became interested in revolutionary politics and pursued it like Monster? I think his brother, Lil Monster, Papa T from Pueblos. I'm sure a lot of those dudes that became BGF from the Southland, you know, they banged. I don't have any interviews with an OG from Lime Hood. Stutterbox had hooked me up with a dude that actually knew my mother from back in the day when she was a counselor in Compton. And just nothing never came about. From my understanding, Melly Mel's in touch with them now, so maybe Melly Mel will get that. But nah, too many years that went by and they didn't give it to me, so I don't think they have any interest in giving Lime Hood history to kevmacvideos. It would be cool to see some Linwood neighborhoods interview. Not much info. Now Linwood had been in touch with me, but Linwood most certainly had made attempts to come on kevmacvideos several times. What happened was, I'm gonna just go ahead and throw this out there and hope they don't have a problem with it. But what happened was, the younger generation don't want to hear the shit from the older generation, right? They don't want to hear about the true foundation. That's like they looking at them like different. Like, you niggas are different. We ain't you niggas. We came up under the Linwood neighborhood car, like really gangbanging, like really with the business type shit. So, you know, it was a little conflict between the generations, and that's why that video never happened on kevmacvideos. Sean Williams, what up, homeboy? You know, I was good friends with Mel from 9-0. I don't think I know Mel from 9-0. I know a Mel Rock from I think it was Mel Rock from Harlem. Or more interview. I've tried, man. I swear, I promise. Even though once upon a time I didn't like jailhouse interviews for content purposes and to more popularize the channel a little more, I decided to interview quite a few reputables behind bars, and obviously you see the results. They are not doing no interview with Kevin or probably anybody else. And that's funny too, right? You know what's funny? Like black dudes do all these interviews. They go platform to platform. You know what I'm saying? They jump in front of every single camera they can and do all these interviews. Good interviews. Give up good information, good history, right? But then when it comes to phone video, like Mexicans don't really do it as much. But when it comes to phone it's crazy because the Mexicans will jump on the phone and do an interview with a heartbeat, and the brothers won't. It's like the brothers are so afraid of the phone. It's like the phone has hypnotized us because the phones have been tapped and used against us so much in court. A brother don't even want to talk on the phone. He'd rather talk in front of the camera. And the essays are kind of different. Like the essays, like I'll call in and give my story. I'll give my testimony over the phone, but won't get in front of the camera. Hoovers were the first ones to say EBK. Well, the homie from 9-0 says he was the first one to ever strike that up. Babu. Babu said he struck that out because he was mad. He was mad at the rivals, and he had some type of incident where he was mad at the O's. And so he was just like, man, everybody killer. And he hit it up on the wall. I want to say on Manchester in Vermont, somewhere over there, if I remember the story correctly. But anyway, EBK, everybody killer. They just killed a Mexican in Corcoran for a phone interview. Wow, that's deep. Stay off them phones, man. Stay off the phones. Stay off the phone. Kev, a lot of them taking their hood history to the grave. We got to love it in a sense. No, I don't love it. The only thing I love is if you're taking some murders to your grave or some betrayal to your grave. I don't love the fact that you're not giving up history. Like, niggas is, you was a G at one time. Little kids, teenagers looked up to you. That's why Crip is so big and spread it so far, because of you G's that are the history. So now you need to come explain. I mean, you don't need to do shit, but I'm saying it would be cool if you come explain to us why we claiming this, that, and the other, and why we don't get along with these dudes, because y'all the ones kick that shit off. So no, I don't love it in a sense that they taking history to the grave. You can take them personal skeletons to the grave. Like, you don't have to tell us how many homosexual acts and how many people you sodomized in prison. You don't have to tell us how many people you told on or who killed who. But you can give us some of the foundation of your set, of the hood, and where you got your cripping from. What's up, 702? You know, you could tell us where you got your cripping or blood influence from. You can tell us who you looked up to. Like, ain't nothing criminal about that shit. So, I kind of understand what you're saying, but and even if you don't want to drop names, that shit's cool too. But you could drop a name when it comes to who you looked up to, who's the guy that you want to be like in the hood. I think you could drop them names. But yeah, we don't have to know who beat up who or who shot who or what hood beat up what hood. But you could tell us why y'all don't get along. And of course, a lot of them got smut on their name. I mean, we human beings. We all probably got some smut on it, just some worse than others, right? But, I mean, I'm just saying. So, yeah, man, it's some stuff you can take to the grave, but I think it's some stuff you can share. And then don't underestimate how your grandkids would love to see your interview when you're gone, right? So even if you don't want to do a public interview, turn your camera on, do an interview, leave for your grandkids so your grandkids can know what grandpops was like, or what your era was like, or what this Crippin' and Blood was like in the 70s, right? Or what growing up in the 60s in South Central LA was like, right? I mean, there's so much more to it. I don't understand why people focus on the negativity and the unsolved criminal aspects of it. But just typical, basic growing up, what it was like growing up in LA, what your neighbors looked like, where your mom and dad came from. Your grandkids and great-grandkids would love to know about their great-grandmama and great-granddaddy. I didn't put KB on blast last night, man. Me and KB was just clowning, man. That's the homie. That wasn't nothing new. Y'all seen us on here before. I feel you, Kev, because the major sets in AZ came from Cali, basically, and that wasn't talked about unless you know. I think a lot of people just really don't, at least from California, don't really know that history. But yeah, there are legitimate people that took it to other states. You know what I'm saying? Especially Arizona. And the reason why I say especially Arizona, because Arizona got old newspaper articles, old 1970s, mid 70s newspaper articles of Crips and Bloods getting down, right? So you know they were legitimate. I thought KB was a 60 until he said he was. No, KB just grew up with, like he said, he grew up. He grew up with VNGs. He grew up with 40s. He grew up with 60s and used to hang in the Harlem. So yeah, he's just a local. You know what I'm saying? That's that perimeter of LA, like Ice-T. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody that grew up in that area. You know, Harlem's was a big major factor on the west side. It was a big gang. And a lot of people liked them and looked up to them because they had the lowriders, they had the female gangbangers, they had pretty girls, they had the PCP, they had the nice dress, the guns, and the money. Like, who didn't like that if you was a gangster in LA, right? Well, I mean, you know, some dudes, you know, they just was about their gangbang. But other dudes was more versatile, you know what I'm saying? You know what? I don't know why it's not a lot of Harlem history. Maybe those dudes just don't want to do an interview and not be precise on their history, or maybe that's just a thing that they don't do. I don't know, bro. I can't answer that question. Oh man, nothing. KB was rapping, usual rapping. I have relatives that live in the hundreds on West and 109th and Hoover. All right, Rodney Scott. I seen that video, man, about Charleston White talking about he pepper spray soldier, man. That was funny as hell. Like, dude's a real comedian. And it was so funny because it wasn't made up. It was supposedly. It was real. So the shit was kind of funny, man. It was kind of funny, though. That's probably because some hood history is incriminating. Oh, man, you know, if it's incriminating, you don't have to talk about it. Like Go Young DJ said, you don't have to answer the damn question. And you don't have to tell every damn thing. There is a way to say, I can't answer that, or bro, you gotta talk to somebody else, or that's too much information. Man, we niggas. We hood, right? You can say that shit. Like, who gives a damn? Say it. You can check me all day if I ask you the wrong question. Just say, Kev, nigga, you know that ain't no good question. Well, I can't answer that shit. Just say the shit. Ain't nobody bounding you to no contract. I mean, not somebody else might, but I'm not bounding you to a contract that you must answer this question. You must tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God. I'm not asking you to raise your right hand or put it on a Bible. In fact, some of these niggas be lying anyway. But to say I don't know, I can't answer, that should be the easiest shit in the world. The main reason why people don't want to talk real to you, Kev, is number one, this generation does not respect because they are undisciplined. Number two is because they fear the feedback of YouTube gangsters. That's true, but sometimes I think that's even an excuse. Like, why would you fear YouTube gangsters that's not even in California, you're not even gonna run across? Like, you see all these beefs on I'm talking about, you got dudes in one state beefing with a rapper in another state and shit. Like, man, these dudes ain't gonna never run across each other, ever. Not even after death. Because one going to hell and one might go to heaven. They might go somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? But they not even going to run across each other in this lifetime or the next lifetime. So sometimes I think that's just an excuse. But then you do have some of the females, and this is why I love Bonnie, because Bonnie didn't have no problem coming on talking. But you have some females that feel like, oh, I don't want my grandkids to know I was about that. Like, for real? I want to know if my grandmama was here. Grandmama, was you here? Did you used to shoot dice and shit? Your boyfriend wear corduroy house shoes with his 501 sagging and his ass hanging out his like, grandma, tell me, you know what I'm saying? What type of dude was grandpa? What type of dudes did you mess with? I want to know that type of shit, right? But some of these women, they scared of their past or something, or ashamed of their past. Misremember OG Waterheads. They do everything on social. Man, they do everything, right? So even if a YouTube gangster got at somebody for doing an interview, they gonna film that shit. They gonna have it on film, so you ain't even gotta testify. You ain't gotta go take the stand. That shit gonna already be on IG. It's gonna be in the FBI files when they sock you in your head and pull your wig off, right? Sorry, my homeboy texted me, making me laugh. I can't even laugh no more without coughing, man. Kev Mac, I'm gonna be that grandpa with all the good stories, man. I bet you are. You're gonna be in your rocking chair, lying like a motherfucker. I was the first one interviewed on Kev Mac videos. S Mac asked me a question, and I told him if he don't go to hell, you're gonna be the nigga that say, I tried to hire S Mac as my lawyer after Johnny Cochran died, but didn't know he didn't have a license to practice in California. You're gonna be that grandpa, like, yeah, grandson, yeah. I was there when AC and Giacomo was going at it. I was just in the background behind the camera. Yeah, I know. Ever had any combos with Denver Lanes? A little bit. Not like other gangs. No, I haven't. Yeah, man, Crip and Blood gangs have been in Memphis, Tennessee since the 90s, believe it or not. Yeah, I know. I believe it. Because I was in Memphis in the 90s, right? But I'll tell you what I used to see. What I used to see when I was in Memphis, I ain't saying you seen it. I ain't saying you can verify it. If you want to dispute it all you want. I used to see like Hoover written in I want to say South Memphis. Yeah, South Memphis. And I would see like pitchforks and shit. And I'd be like, what the Hoover with a pitchfork? I used to see shit like that. I used to see these stars and shit, right? And I used to be like, like these dudes was really mixing up California with Chicago or some shit, like, or they got some type of alliance. Because I used to see shit that it wasn't LA graffiti, right? But LA gang, but that shit wasn't LA graffiti. So it was like, where these niggas come from? But there was some real LA gang members out there. Because, I mean, you can always go with a dope where you can sell dope for high prices, man. There was grapes out there. There was 9-0s out there. There was, I don't remember, but I remember 9-0s, Hoovers, and grapes being in Memphis. But I wasn't running around hitting people up and trying to find the gang members, you know what I'm saying? I was out there with pops and gambling and, you know, what sound? What's wrong, Austin, Texas? Say, I know you're on something different tonight, but can you listen to my song when you get a chance? Send me your song, right? Send me your song, and I'll play your song right now. You can get a live gong show right now. You can get a make it or break it or whatever you want to call it. Send me that song right now, bro. KEV_MAC_1 at yahoo.com. I will play that shit right now, nigga. It's on my channel, Dear Rod. First of all, bro. I got a problem with your name. Dear Rod. Like, nigga, you already messing up. Like, nigga, who listens to Dear Rod? Hey, cub, you heard that new song by Dear Rod? Dear who? Dear Abby? No, Dear Rod. Rod. Gangster Rod? No, Dear Rod. What? Come on, homeboy. You messing up already, man. Let me change your name. Like my homeboy told me, quit wearing the old gangster hats. I quit wearing them. Drop your name on me. Change your name. Listen to me. Don't get in your feelings. Don't be egotistical. I'm giving you some constructive criticism like my homeboy gave me. Right? Change your name, homie. I'm finna look you up and I'm finna try to play your song. We're looking for Dear Rob on YouTube. Bazaar? Is it called Bazaar, homie? Tell me the name, because I see Bazaar. Fitzgerald Godwin. What up, homeboy? What's up? What's up? What's up? Fitz in the building, man. QP rocking that red LA like Little Caesar. Dear Rob, please change your name. I don't know. Did I run him off already, man? You can't even take a name change, my nigga. You can't take them judging your music. Were there any Crip gangs that were pimps back in the day? I mean, there might have been some pimps from the gang, but not no gang that was pimps. I mean, maybe in the pimp arena, I don't know that about that shit. I ain't never been around more than one pimp in my life at a time. Don't waste your time, Kel. All right, Clarence. But that wasn't him, though, right? That's why he's trying to send a link to his shit, right? Casper, why you always want these stories, my brother? I mean, you look like you could have been Cute's or Cute's brother back in the day with your muscles, man. I don't never, man. I don't know. I just know Ghost was a down dude. I don't know anything about you. I get it, but somebody started a hood in another state. There should always be a line of communication. Well, that's not true necessarily, because I mean it probably should be that way, but it's not that way. What's the dude from 9-0 that had major hands back in the day? Space Ghost? You talking about Ghost? I got a question. Cowboy name is Kevmac. Kevmac name is Cowboy. And he went to the Dallas. Is his name connected to you? I mean, what's your gang understanding? What do you know about the different names, the different family and names in the gang? All right, yeah, I didn't get nothing from y'all. I just got Fitzgerald. That's all. Yeah, OG, you probably out of touch with modern technology. File is probably too large to send to me or something, bro. Or maybe it's slow. Maybe it'll take its time to get here. All right, I'll type it, man. You must don't know what an underscore is. AUV underscore MAC underscore one at yahoo.com. There's not going to be a link that you could just click on. Oh, he's just a troll? I don't think he's a troll. I think he wants his music played. A lot of Cali and Cha-Cha origins are from the South, so it's always going to be a connection there. You gave dude a gang of love. Man, who wants some love, man? Here it is, Saturday night on the West Coast, going into Sunday. I ain't got shit to do. I ain't got no job. I ain't got shit to do. like Smoking on Friday. And I'm like, who want to come on? Who want to talk? Who want to ask questions? Who want to play me? Whatever you want to do. I mean, come on, let's do it. When you gonna do a vlog with the homies up here in Minneapolis, Kev? We can do it. Get the right information. When I ask y'all who bought the Crippin' or Bloods out there, wherever you from, 60s, wherever you from, who came out there? When did they come? You feel me? What was they doing? What was the prices? Get the basics down, and then we can talk. It chose it, man. They want to know if you're rapping to a man in your song. Absolutely. Ain't no question, man. Ain't no question. Not. There's 2:31 on the East Coast. East side, East Coast. But I said out here, Pacific Standard Time, man. But I feel you. Y'all up late, man. Y'all stay up late, man. Sir Uncle Buck, who painted that fly portrait in the background? It's not painted. It's actually just a picture. It's a real picture of me, right? That's a real picture. And I use some type of app that I used to have and just made it look colorful like that. And this is a green screen. Like, it don't look green, but this is a green screen, right? So this is just a real picture. This is actually a real picture with some filters on it to make it look kind of cartoonish, kind of like a drawing. And it's a green screen. It's making it look like it's a mural behind it. Kev, you know Willie Crawford Jr. and his baseball skills. What team is Willie Crawford Jr. on? Seattle Mariners? That was my neighbor. Oh, you talking about the play for the Dodgers or what? Which one you talking? I mean the Cardinals? Which one you talking about? Kev, what some hoods that popped up but didn't last? If you can remember your partners from 60 Minutes and 7 Trey Hoovers didn't last. I remember there was, I think, Boss Gang. Boss Gang, what is that, like La Brea and Rodeo over that way, like by Baldwin Hills Park. There was, I want to say, LW, Little Whack Gangster Crips. I may be wrong on that, but I want to say Little Whack Gangster Crips. They were over there by Baldwin somewhere. BGM, Baby G-Man. They were a conglomeration of Crips on the east side. 37th Street Gangster Crips. Probably a handful of them at the most. Those are the ones that come to mind. Should you start my YouTube viewing subscriptions? Will you ever do a video about the schoolyard? Absolutely, I would. I was in touch with a few schoolyards. They contemplated, and you see the results. So maybe at a later date, they'll get it together and come on, or maybe not. But yeah, I would. I most certainly would, man. I believe By Yourself hustlers are still around. I don't think they ever was big, but I think they're still around. O'Neal, I've been trying to get on Neil for years. Warlock's not doing no interview with me. He might do one with Bonnie or on TV for Tookie, but he's not doing one with me, man, unless things change. I didn't get it yet, man. I'm looking at my email. My emails are open, so I didn't get it yet. All I got is a notification from Cox that my bill is due tomorrow. My bill is due on a Sunday. Nope, no email, bro. Mariners are balling, but nah, Houston's too much for the Mariners, man. I can't speak for all Crips, man, but if you want to be a Crip, you should have respected Raymon Washington. Why be a Crip? Why be part of Raymond's creation if you wasn't gonna respect him? What do Catwalk 60s mean? It means that there's a small community just east of Western, and they had little catwalks where you can walk from one block to the other. You walk through the catwalk to get to the next block. And so they was the Catwalk Crips, Catwalk Crip gang. I believe they boarded up those or knocked them down or some shit, made that part of people's property or something, or gated them off or something. Asked East Coast why they never really got into the low 50s, 40s, 30s, and 20s. And the reason why they called it Catwalk 60s, because they were, a lot of them dudes was from 60s. They was either friendly with the 60s or became 60s. So that's why they call them the Catwalk 60s. But that's just referring to the area. They didn't call themselves Catwalk 60s. It's just referring to that area, right? I don't know, man. I didn't get your song. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't get your song out. Unfortunate, man. Well, Victor Cruz was dancing on kevmacvideos. She's talking about Raymon Washington, not Raymond Avenue. Hilarious, man. We mistaken Raymond Washington for Raymond Avenue, right? Wouldn't that be a trip if they were the Raymond Crips, not because of the street, but were the Raymond Crips because they were under the tutelage of Raymond Washington? That would have been a trip, right? But yeah, that's Raymond Avenue Crips, man. S-Mac need me there for the interviews. Man, you ought to be at every interview. I got a great job for you, homie. Hold up something over the microphone so the wind won't hit the camera, right? That could be your job. You just stand there like this. Stand there with two umbrellas, keeping the wind from hitting the microphone. You could be the guy that takes a lavalier mic and put it up under their t-shirt and fill on dudes' chests and arms and shit, fill on their muscles and shit. You could be that guy, like, you know what I'm saying? You could be the guy that mic up all the big swole dudes or something, right? And don't forget to bring the baby oil just in case they need to get rubbed down in oil or something. You know, like we might want to go old school Centinela Park type atmosphere, right? Like we might interview Mike Christian. I need you to make sure he's oiled up. Or C.T. Fletcher, right? You got to be there for all of that. Yeah, I need you, homie. Yeah, man. Look me up. Hit me up. I need you, bro. I need you, bro. You know S-Mac gonna interview you too, right? S-Mac gonna be like, why are you putting oil on his biceps? Well, wait a minute. Let's go back. Did you get his triceps first? Wait, what? You know S-Mac gonna get you too, man. You gonna get your interview too, shit. What kind of baby oil did you guys use back then? Was it Johnson and Johnson or what was it? 99-cent baby oil? All those areas already had crews there. Crips and Bloods formed like the Outlaws that became one of the first Bloods that became Eastside 20 Gangster Bloods. 30 Pyro, 40 Pyro, right? Produce. Four trays, 5 trays. Right? Gilbert Wainwright, man. What's up, man? You know East Coast. Dan. Nina Boy Homie. I thought Dan was from Four Tray Gangster. Like, I mean, why are you mixing up sets and shit? No, I don't know East Coast Dan. No. You might be talking about a different Dan. I don't know, bro. All right, Ronald Pearson, have a good night, bro. Take it easy, man. Does the name Bebop and Tukufu sound familiar? Tukufu, absolutely. Well, I'm gonna get out of here too, man. Unfortunately, bro, I never got your song. I'm gonna check one last time. Nope, no song, man. Kev_Mac_1 at yahoo.com, bro. All right, I'm out, man. Y'all take it easy, man. Good looking out for the super chats. Y'all have a good night. Peace.